Hello everyone and welcome to Programming Geek. I'm going to show you how to update records in MySQL database using PHP. If you don't know how to insert or display records, so please see my videos on this as shown in the right corner. So I have inserted the records, 7 records are inserted in the database tutorial and table person. It has 4 columns: ID, name, age and salary. So let's start. I have created index.php page that I have written some HTML tags, HTML head, that's the basic tags. Don't need to explain it. So let's start. It's opening time of PHP and then A in PHP. And then first I will connect to the MySQL database. The MySQL. For this we have to use MySQL I connect. It requires 3 parameters. First one is the host. For this localhost I am using here 127.0.0.1, and second parameter is the username of MySQL. The root is the default username, and third is the password. I don't have any password to the MySQL database, so I will keep it blank. And we have to store the instance of the connection, because MySQL I connect returns the database instance connection, so we have to store it. Then select database. For selecting the database we have to use MySQL I select _db. Then it requires 2 parameters. First one is the connection reference and the database name. That is, in this tutorial we are using is tutorial. Then we have to use the query. We have to write the query. That is the SQL query. I am going to write here the select query for first displaying the data. I will store it in a variable. So let SQL, then select star from person. Person here is the table name. That's from. Then execute the query. For executing we have to use MySQL I underscore query. It requires again first parameter is the connection and then query that we have used here SQL. So we have done the query here. This will return the records in an array, so we have to store it in a variable. Let's see records. And I will create one table, then table row, then table heading. This is the table. First I will create table header. So the th name, then th age, and then salary. It's salary. in table header, and then table row, in table row. Now I will display the records. For this, I will first declare the PHP, and end PHP. Then I will use while loop because I am displaying any records, so using while loop. Then we have to fetch each single row from the array that we have used here is the records. So for fetching the row, MySQL have fetch array. Then it requires parameter as the array. Here is the record is the array. So records. Now I will display the data, each record. tr, each record will contain its own form, so it will be easy to redirect or update the records. If it has 7 records, so on page the 7 forms is created. For each record it will be the different form. So form action, let's say update.php. Then method as post. I prefer to use post. You can also use get method. And then td input type text name. I am using here input because I am displaying the data, and on the same page we can update the data. So as input, on the same page we can provide the new value for this I am using here input, and then value, the default value we are going to print that in the database. So td, and don't forget to give the single quote, put in the value in the single quote, because if we don't put in the single quote, it will not get in the proper way. So don't forget to put the value in a single quote. Then echo, instead of typing it, I will copy it. Copy and then paste. And change the name as age and value to the age. So uppercase age, and then again then change the name as salary. And then row column name will be salary. now the important thing is this form will contain one hidden field, because for updating the records we require the primary key, but we don't want to show the primary key. Here the primary key is the ID. We require it, but we don't want to show on the page, on display on the page, so we will keep it as hidden. So input type is equal to hidden. ID value row and then input ntd. No, we don't require the ntd because input field we don't have put in read records table. So then here we require td, so td input type as submit, ntd, then in table row in tr. So before closing the tr we have to close the form, then we have to close the table row. So we have done displaying the data, and let's check it. If it's not required the double quote, we'll remove it. Let's check whether it works. Oh, it's an error on line 31. It's undefined index salary. So here on line 31 we don't require salary because it's an ID input hidden type, because ID is primary key, so requires as ID. Let's see. So we have done the displaying of data or records. So you can see we have given the as a action is equals to the update.php, because we have not created the update.php yet, so it will not show it. So let's create one PHP page as update.php. In PHP I will save it as update.php. Again we have to connect to the Mysql database, then select the database, then writing the query, then executing the query. I will copy it and connecting. Here just we have to change the query. Instead of select we require the update. So update, I will write, instead of select I will write update. Let's write the update query and update. Syntax of update is the update space table name, then set column name. Here is the table name is person, then set column name as name equals to value, Here I am using a post because I have set the index.php form method as post. You can see the method is post, so you have to get that record, that input value as post. If we are using here we are using the multiple columns to update, so column name is equals to value, then comma, and then again column name, second column name as post, then age, and then third column name as salary. And don't forget to put the values in the single quote. If you don't put in a single quote, it will not work. The query will not execute. And salary, and then the condition, where condition. If we don't use the where condition as the ID, so if we don't use the where condition, then it will update the records, all the records. So we have to use the where condition. For where condition we use the primary key, that is ID. So where condition is important in update query. Is the person set is, anyway we will check whether the query, if the query is executed properly, then we don't want to stay on the update.php page, so we will redirect it to the index.php. For this I am using here the header function, then refresh. In how many seconds it will be redirected? So I will give it 1 second. Then target page URL is equals to index.php. Else, if the query is not executed, echo. It will give the error message as not updated, let's say. So we have done here. Let's see it works or not. So for updating, I will increase my salary to the 1 lakh. Let's see. Oh, not updated. So it have given an error. Let's see what is an error. I think it is in the update query. Oh, I forget it to give it single quote, to put the values in single quote. So that's why I said that put the values in single quote. Instead of that, if we don't use the single quote, it will not work, as you can see. Let's try again. Update from 60 to 1 lakh. Now the value has updated. Let's see in the database whether it is updated or not. As you can see, the value is updated. Now I will change the name. I will return a short and submit. As you can see, here updated. Then let's check in the database. Yes, here updated. Now I will update this person's salary. Okay, I will update everybody's salary to the 80,000. Okay, update, submit. Let's see whether it is updated. As you can see, the value is records is updated. Here is the form, updated form here. So what we have done here is the first we have created index.php page, then we have connected to the database, then selected the database, then select query, that is select query, then displayed the records in table. Inside the table we have created form for each record, and then important thing is the hidden input field, because it is the primary key. We don't want to show the primary key on the page, so we have kept it hidden. And then second page we have created is the update.php. Again we have connected to the Mysql database, then select the database, then we have added here the update query. Then the important thing is the where condition. Where condition is used on the primary key. Here in this tutorial we have used the ID as the primary key, as the ID is the primary key, so we have used it in where condition. Then we have executed, and then if the query is not executed properly, then it will redirect the index.html, index.php. Then if not, it will show the error message. So we have done the update of records in Mysql database using PHP. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you like, then don't forget to subscribe for more videos. For any queries, please comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.